Good morning, Vikings. It's Mr. Taylor here. I wanted to make a quick video introducing our next unit of study, what we're going to be doing for the next month to close out our year. We're, once again, still sorry we can't be there in person, but we can still go over a lot of things that'll help you in high school and help you with reading and interpreting nonfiction. So, journalism. Journalism is news reporting. That's what I went to college for, have a degree in, and even a master's. So I'm kind of good at it. Practiced it a lot, wrote for some newspapers and magazines for a while, but then I decided I wanted to teach you guys. So today I wanted to go over a couple of things. I'm also going to put up Google Slides with all this information in it, so you don't have to worry about taking notes, just listen. And we're also going to go over this part by part and piece by piece, day by day. So it's just a lot right now, but it's just a brief overview of where we're going. So, news articles, news reporting, nonfiction, real stuff, always has 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, why. Sometimes how, but we're not going to get into that. Who, what, when, where, why. You always have the who, because you have to have somebody in a story. You have to have what, what's happening. You have to have when is this happening? When did this take place? Where is the next one? Where did this happen? And then why. Why is it important? Why am I reading this story? That's one of the key ones, is because if you're a writer or if you're reading something, the why is the most important part. Why is this important? Why is this interesting? Because if it's not, then nobody's going to want to read it. For example, and this is something I want you to do at home too, or think about, is take a story. I'm telling a story to my friend, or I'm telling something about my day. You want to have those 5 W's in there as short as possible. To tell a good story, you have to have that. So, today is my son's birthday, Peter. He's turning 4. That's a who. What? His birthday. When? Today. Where? At my house, because we can't really have a party anywhere, but we put Mario decorations all over the house. We put a bunch out in the front yard, and my family drove by and said hi and stuff from the porch. And why? Because we were in lockdown and we couldn't have the party like we wanted. But he's getting a bike. He doesn't know it, so he's going to be super excited. So that's a story. Who, what, when, where, why. Real quick. That's the heart of any news article. You answer those 5 questions, you lay it out like a story from most interesting detail to least interesting detail, and you've got a news story. Features of news articles. News stories all have kind of common features. It's changed a lot with the internet, because back in the day it was all newspapers and books and print and magazines, but now online there's lots of features. Like pop-up ads and log in to register, give us your email. Ignore those. That's not a good feature of journalism. That's like a negative side effect of the internet. Anyway, I'm talking fast, sorry. So, features of news articles. The sentence, the thesis statement, the lead. It's called a lead in a news story. And it's the first or second sentence in a story that tells you, what is this story about? You know, it's one sentence that kind of encapsulates or closes up the whole thing. Then they add in photos and captions. You know, those captions are underneath a picture. There's a question on the Star every year about a caption. So know that it's just the words underneath the picture that describe what happens in the picture. Quotes from experts and witnesses. Like if you're going to tell a story about an explosion or a fire, you want to talk to somebody who was there. You want to talk to the fire department that put out the fire. You want to talk to any witnesses. You want to talk to anybody who was involved in it and get some expert opinions and put some quotes around it so that it seems real and valid. Then it's organized, like I said before, most important to least important. You get in news articles, you want to get to the point. Kind of like when I make these rambling videos. You just want me to get to the point, I know. But I'm trying. And then the biggest thing that a story has, and the strength of any news story, is its sources. If I say, 9 out of 10 people say this, well, I need to be able to tell you where that happened. Or if I say 40% of people believe that, I need to tell you where did that number come from. If I don't have that, if I don't have sources and facts to back up what I'm saying, then I'm just making my own opinion into facts, and that's not good journalism. That's unfortunately what happens a lot of time on cable news and those editorials where they sit there and they talk about what they think or what they predict, but they never have facts and they never have sources. So you know when you hear stuff like that it's not necessarily true. It's just somebody's opinion that's getting a lot of attention. Like Twitter's terrible about this. Anything on Twitter doesn't have a source, it's not real. It's just people's opinions coming out. So, to recap, news articles have who, what, when, where, and why. We're going to read some news articles over the next week. We're going to write some news articles. I was thinking movie reviews, special events, profiles of a celebrity or somebody that you admire, and just practicing those news and nonfiction writing styles that you'll need in high school because you'll be writing a lot of nonfiction. I think the first unit is like some persuasive nonfiction writing when you go into 9th grade. So it's important, but hopefully we can make it fun too. So for your homework, or really just your assignment for today, and I'm going to put a question on Google Slide or Google Forms on this link where you can answer it, is to just answer this one question. Where do you get your news? If we were in class, I would pause and take a couple of questions, let you think for a minute, and have you turn and talk, and then we would share out and make a big list on the screen. And I'll make that and put it up tomorrow when I get all these responses from you. But it's just I want to know, where do you get the facts and the stories that you know? Like, where did you hear this? Because if you heard it on Instagram and you heard it on Facebook, it might not be true. It might not have a source to it. It might not link back to the New York Times or the Dallas Morning News or WFAA Channel 4. So I'm curious, where do you get your news? Me, I have a list of websites I probably hit up every morning and usually every afternoon. CNN, New York Times, Dallas Morning News. And then I get magazines monthly. I get like Time Magazine and Texas Monthly, great magazine. All their articles are on free right now on TexasMonthly.com. And even my wife gets like Real Simple Magazine and Martha Stewart. Those are all news sources. Even if it's just about what you like I like comic books, and there's a comic book website I always go to called Comic Book Resources, and every day they have a bunch of articles about what's going on with comics. But those are all news sites and news sources. So that's my list, and I could share with you a whole bunch more, but I don't want to bore you. So in the Google form, answer the one question: where do you get your news? And tomorrow we'll talk about it. Thank you guys for watching this and listening. Hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to give a shout out to my son for his birthday, happy 4th birthday, Peter. Bye, guys.